15J is the latent heat for melting of ice. What is the heat of transition from 0 OC ice to 15 OC water? If heat of transition from 0 OC water to 15 OC water is 10J, A 10J, B 15J, C 25J, D 40J. The correct answer is 25J. If Cp of liquid water is 10 JOC, what is the enthalpy change of water at standard conditions from 10 OC to 0 OC? A 10 J, B 50 J, C 100 J, D cannot be determined. The correct answer is cannot be determined. 150 J is the latent heat for vaporization of water. What is the heat of transition from 50 OC water to 100 OC steam? If heat of transition from 50 OC water to 100 OC water is 12 J, A 12 J, B 152 J, C 162 J, D 200 J. The correct answer is 162 J. If Cp of liquid benzene is 15 JOC, what is the enthalpy change of water from 5 OC to 10 OC? A 15 J, B 50 J, C 75 J, D 90 J. The correct answer is 75 J. Cp of ice is 10 JOC and that of water is 15 JOC. What is the enthalpy change of water from 15 OC to 0 OC at standard conditions if the later heat of fusion of water is 110 J, A 150 J, B 315 J, C 485 J, D 560 J. The correct answer is 485 J. Heat of fusion of benzene is 10 J at 0 OC. If Cp of solid benzene is 10 JOC and that of liquid benzene is 5 JOC, what is the enthalpy change of benzene from 10 OC to 10 OC? A 160 J, B 200 J, C 240 J, D 300 J. The correct answer is 160 J. Cp of ice is 25 JOC and that of water is 30 JOC. What is the enthalpy change of water from 10 OC to 35 OC at standard conditions if the later heat of fusion of water is 110 J, A 250 J, B 595 J, C 960 J, D 1410 J. The correct answer is 1410 J. Cp of water is 10 JOC and that of steam is 15 JOC. What is the enthalpy change of water from 75 OC to 110 OC at standard conditions if the later heat of vaporization of water is 245 J, A 395 J, B 645 J, C 840 J, D 999 J. The correct answer is 645 J. If Cp of steam is 105 JOC, what is the enthalpy change of steam from 106 OC to 118 OC? A 420 J, B 640 J, C 890 J, D 1260 J. The correct answer is 1260 J. If Cp of solid benzene is 10 JOC, what is the enthalpy change of water from 5 OC to 75 OC? A 5 J, B 10 J, C 75 J, D 700 J. The correct answer is 700 J. 5J is the latent heat for melting of ice. What is the heat of transition from 0 OC ice to 15 OC water? If heat of transition from 0 OC water to 15 OC water is 12 J, A 5 J, B 12 J, C 15J, D 17J. The correct answer is 17J. If Cp of water is 23 TJOC, what is the enthalpy change of water from 3 OC to 5 OC? A 54J, B 96J, C 140J, D 196J. The correct answer is 54J. If Cp of water is 45 TJOC, what is the enthalpy change of water from 6 OC to 8 OC? A 7J, B 14J, C 28J, D 56J. The correct answer is 14J. What is the latent heat for melting? A heat of vaporization, B heat of fusion, C heat of solidification, D none of the mentioned. The correct answer is heat of fusion. Which of the following is heat required in phase transitions? A latent heat, B sensible heat, C depends on type of phase transition, D none of the mentioned. The correct answer is latent heat.